Hello, everybody, and good day to you all. Today, I am talking about the Wolfpack season number 1, episode number 3, Origin Point, and this is also episode directed by Joseph Janir. In this episode here, we got Everett, Blake, Luna, and Harlan starting to become a pack now. Reluctantly, with Harlan, he still doesn't want to trust them because he thinks he doesn't know who they are. I get it, but the thing, but you have Luna and you got Everett saying, we gotta do this. We gotta do this because they're like us now. We gotta help them out. And so and you got Everett want to be part of the pack. Blake is want to be part of the pack, but she's still in kind of denial a little bit too. So they struggling with that. But they also discovering that the more they get closer together and become ready to be formed up to a pack, the more their powers increase. And each and every single one of them have a power unique to their own. You got Harlan, who has the hearing. You got Luna, who has a great sense of smell. You got Blake, who can run like the wind. And then you got Everett, even though he suffered from anxiety, is the strong one. Very, very weird. And as they get strong, when they connect, the more their powers sync up, and it makes them even better. And you've seen that in this episode here when Everett was able to hear Harlan with his hearing, and they always able to hear each other and talk to each other without actually being in the same room. And so you're seeing their powers increase. Also, you also find out in this episode right here though that the alpha werewolf out there that's been chasing them this whole entire time may not be a threat to him anymore because he finally confronted Everett. He had Everett to himself, and then he sensed them and said, "Okay, you're one of us now," and then just left. He said, "Everett says, what happened? What's going on?" And he said, "Oh, we're a pack now." Yeah. So maybe that was the plan from the start. Maybe he was trying to see if they turned or not. Because if they didn't turn, kill them. But now that they did turn and they are part of it, and they are getting stronger and more into this. Now he's accepting them in. Now what does that mean? What purpose does he have for them? Or what does he want to use them for? And we also got the father. He makes the comeback in here as well too. And he found out that and his kids found out that he has a rifle specifically sounded to kill werewolves with silver bullets. I says, what? So all this time you've been training us and make sure we're okay, keeping us safe. You were just waiting to be my snap so you can kill us? What? Happy Father's Day? No. And the only thing about the episode I didn't really like were the cops in this episode. There's 2 cops in here. You got who are like way over the top. You got Officer Jason Jang, who's played by Lanny June, and then you also got Officer Trent Miller, who's played by John Patrick Jordan. And like I say, their performances and their acting isn't bad. It's just that the characters that they're portraying is too over the top or too aggressive. And you got one guy, Officer Miller, who wants to beat up children to get the answers about the fire. He's willing to risk his whole job to beat up kids by interrogating them to get what are you doing? Like, do you want to lose your job? You are a cop. And the thing is though, the kids at the same time aren't completely smart too, because you got Everett saying, I want to talk to a lawyer, because these cops can't detain you or talk to you without a parent present. I mean, yes, there's a fire. They might try to target but I'm not sure they can do that either. I mean, they had no proof that you did it. All they know you was in the woods. That's all they know. And so, without a parent or a lawyer, what are you doing? And this cop want to beat up children like this. What is going on here? I mean, the good thing, Sarah Michelle's character is more level-headed than they are, but good, like, wow. And so as soon as they start talking, the thing they're doing, like, what are you doing? You are a police officer. You want to go to jail? Like, what is happening? And then when one of the cops got attacked by the werewolf, you didn't feel bad for him. You actually wanted him to die. You really did. Now we also got to introduce to another group of teens as well too that the werewolf was stalking. See, the werewolf was stalking one of them named Phoebe for reasons I don't know why. Is he trying to bring in more people to his pack? Is he trying to bring in all the kids or just certain children? Like, what made him? Because the thing is though, there's a lot of kids out there. So what made him bite Everett and Blake? Blake, I can get. Everett, on the other hand, I don't. I mean, this dude is like suffering from bad anxiety. He can barely function. And so why did he choose him? I don't know. Maybe he saw his potential. Maybe he saw something inside of him that maybe he can work with, maybe, or something it's might easy to manipulate. I don't know, but interesting choices here. I mean, Blake, I get it. She's strong and very independent. Her father's like slacking in place, so she pretty much became like the mother to her little brother right there too. She even taking care of her dad. She seemed to know what she may not be have all the answers, but she seemed to be like know how to handle pressure. Everett can't handle anything. So the fact that he chose him, but it's also very interesting watching the relationship between Everett and Blake because of this bite, they're drawn to one another, and both of them are having fantasies about one another, but none of them are doing anything just yet. So you know they're going to become a couple eventually. It's just not happening yet. It's like a slow burn. Both of them are fantasizing about being with one another, but nothing really happening just yet. So I'm looking forward to see where that goes. And also this, like I said, the new team that they showed the one on werewolves are following. Like, is he trying to recruit more kids into his pack, or is something else altogether? But overall, the acting performance very bad. I thought it was pretty done quite well. The chemistry between the main crew that we're following, I actually do enjoy that. Even though they fight them reluctantly, I enjoy that just on the screen. Sarah Michelle Gellar, she's doing a great job on every scene that she's in. I'm actually enjoying her, and also watching her trying to relate, especially to certain people, like especially Everett. The scene she had with Everett. To calm him down and relate to them, and she also seems to be the most level-headed person out of the whole entire crew. I'm looking make sure like more of a likable character. You got the cops who are so over the top and so extreme that you don't like them at all. But at the same time, it's too extreme to make you take you out of the picture a little bit, but not too much to stop you from enjoying the overall picture. So fun episode. I'm still enjoying the story and the journey. Also, they show more of the werewolf in this episode right here too. You don't see the full scope of him, but you got a close up to of his mouth and the teeth and how that look, and that looked pretty dark, well. And you also see like he was dragging the police officer through the woods, and it actually looked pretty good. As CGI goes, because CGI has been the weakest part of the show, but it actually didn't look that bad this episode here. I didn't mind that as much. So great, good episode. It more me support this world. And at first, I used to think this is part of the Teen Wolf universe, but I don't think it is anymore. I mean, it still could be, but it has a lot of similarities to it. But at the same time, it also feels completely different, like a whole new thing, a whole new take on this. I mean, on the whole werewolf storyline, because even though both of them are talking about werewolves, it seems to be when they betray how their powers work is a whole lot way different than it is in the T Wolf show. So I kind of like that, like this new version of werewolf that I'm seeing now, because it seems different, and they already showed that the twins were started off as little wolf pups, and they transform into babies. I'm wondering if Everett and Blake are going to get like a wolf form too. Maybe they transform into full wolves as well. I don't know, or it'd be different from people who are born werewolves and the people who are was bitten by a werewolf, or would it be just the same? Who knows? But and also very interesting watching that and Luna and Harlan, even though they were born werewolf, their powers were never like to the fullest. But now that they got people who are part of their pack, watching their powers increase is very interesting as well too. So yeah, so far like I said, I'm enjoying the show. So leave your comments down below. Let me know your thoughts of this episode of Wolfpack. And you haven't watched it, check it out for yourself. Hope you're watching, you enjoy, have fun watching it too. It's on Paramount Plus, so check it out there. And so give my channel a like, hit the thumbs up, and subscribe to my channel and share. I would appreciate it. Also, links down below. I'm show my social media. You want to follow me there? Thank you. And also to my stores where I sell things for shirts and socks and else and whatnot. See some stuff, buy some stuff. I really would appreciate it. And if you do, thank you. So like I always say, in my dreams of life, I am the Ninja Rabbit. Peace out, people.